So you kind of got, you need to know what the job is going to be.
Exactly what it says in the job description.
That's it.
It doesn't have hours on here.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So are we gonna post it as a part-time?
That's the board's decision, what you're gonna do. I don't think you're gonna get anybody to apply for part.
You said it was around 20 hours or so a week?
I can do it in 15. But like I said, I doubt if you can give it to 15 hours. Because they're gonna want benefits. So chances are you're probably gonna be doing a minimum of 30 to 35 hours.
There was some people talking about ad around town, I should say, that said that, you know, a bunch of people that will apply for part-time. So
Well, they know this, but do they know this?
that's what I'm wondering too.
You know,
Not
Cook
totally
County
different
isn't
from
like
county.
regular county.
Yeah,
It is a special.
right.
So somebody who's being a bookkeeper at Rockies, Hart will not be able to do each for the county. So a completely different ballgame.
But everything else in here was good as far as the description and everything. It's just, we didn't post the hours because we weren't sure.
We wait to find out what the average salary is right now for someone.
I have no problem with it, but I don't want to be able to take it as you can see.
There's two things we can do. If someone is going to be part-time, I would say we could probably pay them more for an hour than if someone was full-time, just based on benefits and then the other benefits. So we need to resolve the part-time benefit.
That is on the personal boards, basically, just so you know.
Yeah.
Where if they don't take benefits, you can give them a slightly higher.
No, but that's,
Did they go sign
They
a
rate-
contract?
huh?
It's not a contract.
It hasn't been in the past, it's just been a position that's being on the pay scale under the personnel board. And I believe it's a great position.
So we made him look into that. Well, they'll pay for all kinds of things. Because depending on the pay scale, whether or not we can actually hire someone. And I mean, that's what we'd be interested in.
Yeah. A qualified person, right?
Right.
Special hours.
Saying,
39.
you don't have that anymore.
Not off the top of my head.
I thought I asked, I think, maybe a chance. All right, full thing now. That, you know, to find out what the, you know, other places, surrounding areas might be paying people to do it, that's gonna be a big difference too.
I suppose I can ask the auditors. They may know. They do surrounding communities for part-timers.
Yeah, be helpful. I mean, I want, you know, post something and then find out what we have in salary, someone will consider it. Go back to the bond board again, so let's see, we get to know what's out there right now. Most importantly.
What's the specialty in, Chris? Of municipal accountants. The keeper, whatever,
It's governmental.
government forms and stuff like that.
And different rules and regulations than normal accounting. You know, the one that asked is Steve now, because he came from a private background. And he didn't understand governmental. Because governmental is a specialized fund account. They do have classes you can go to. you know, they have an annual school they can go to, get certified. A lot of it has to deal with laws, municipal laws, and that's general law.
Chris, I know you told the board that, June 30th would be your last day of doing it. And I'm not looking for an answer now, but if for some reason, the board did not have someone in place, obviously this is, those are payroll, and so on for, town employees, amongst other things. Maybe something you may consider. You go, want someone or hire someone prior to the June 30th. You can stay on until we do.
What do you think about it?
All right, well, if we get that out there.
So we need to have personal, board agreement.
I'll send that out in an email to the three board members.
Find out that, and if you follow up to the regarding, what's the average pay? For,
How many hours you looking at, 20?
I think 20 is what the positions in require 20, because we look at. We don't have enough work for a full-time employee. You know, I need to hire a full-time employee.
I don't think you have enough work,
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
unless we have someone for the person to do other things, but without with the additional time.
They could tell over HR.
Well, I think, no, but you say that, Chris, but these are things that we need to look at.
And I understand that, but
Because
That is
it's
a
real.
job description too. Covered other detail.
It does, and the conversation we had with this board, not too long ago, was we need to start planning for the future.
Yep.
And we know we have people that are,
you have a original retirement.
Looking
We
forward
do.
to retire.
we have people that are heading towards retirement time in their career. We know that, so we need to plan for the future. Whether any of us are sitting on this board when it happens or not, we should do our part and make sure that we're prepared. What's an update on Forge Pond?
Actually, I have an email out to Dave Leonard, find out what the status is on it. Last contact I had was when we signed the contract and he was gonna move forward. I haven't heard back from him, so if I don't hear back by tomorrow, I'm gonna try calling to get an update on where they are. Because I know that is a time-sensitive grant that we got. I believe the work has to be done by June 30th, 2024. And I want to know where they are in the process.
And that was for the planning, right?
That was the planning part portion of it is. Design, we'll call it design.
An update on the open space committee?
Yep, we met last week. We went over the survey that will be distributed throughout the town. And we tried to come up with ways that we would get, the survey out there to people. So I had mentioned putting yard signs with the QR code at all our open space, all the fields behind the high school, East Meadow, Jim Green's Park, Brown House, and there's a couple other parks that were on the list that I have to ask the assessor's office for, and don't know what they are. Dave, with the conservation, didn't know what they were. I don't have a list of them right now. Holyfield was one of them. I don't know where that is.
That's off of Burnett Street.
On the hill.
Like that open space on to the right?
Yes.
Okay. And then there was another one on there and none of us knew what he was talking.
Remember the name?
I don't.
I don't know the name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
If I knew the name, I could probably clear.
What was it, 180 acres? What was that called previously? Because I think they have the previous name for that.
You talking about the old Westover property?
Yes, right behind, or like behind Green Meadow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what King Choice wanted to put the solar field.
We've always called it 80 acres.
Yeah.
That's, but they don't have it on there as 80 acres. They had a weird name for it. And so I was like, is that 80
This
acres?
is military, before. Right,
Okay.
I think no GCR has it now, I think, but it was military property before. There's like a bungalow back there and stuff.
Because they had that on the open space. And then I did reach out to AECom about the wastewater, because they have it on the website that we have an updated plan from 2013 to 2018. We have the 2013 book. And when I call them, it says, you have reached the public transportation line. So I don't think that's their number anymore.
Probably
Uh,
not.
Yeah, so I have to look up the newer number just to verify that we're still going up to 2013 versus what they're saying we have an updated 2018.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I don't remember that coming in.
yeah, because we only have the 2013 one, which is the one you gave me, but they're saying they have some, there was some mention of it in the last plan that we have, that it was updated from 2013 and 2018.
I'll go through the bookstore I have and see if I got it. I don't remember it.
But for the most part, Granby doesn't treat the water anyway, it's supposed to South Hadley. So there was some needs from the 2013, so they just need to know, do we need to update that or not?
Unless he was talking about when we were planning on doing, extending the waste pipe up to, down 202. And then we're gonna extend the 202 sewer main up to the high school. So that when we were gonna do work up there, we wouldn't have to worry about septic fields, dealing with our water wells and setbacks, so on and so forth. That's what the updated plan is.
Okay.
And I believe the other thing we're looking at doing is possibly extending Belkington, their sewer main to come down to School Street, basically, to take care of the McDuffie School at that point.
You want to know the name of that park you were?
Yes, I know it's on the sheet at home, but if you have the name.
It's Granby Sand Lane State
Yeah,
Park.
Sand Plain.
State Park.
That's, they must have renamed that when, DCR took it over.
I think Chief Barry was telling us something about that way back when. Or was it, we couldn't bet Mark Payne, but
Yeah, DCR took it over at some point, so.
yeah.
It was meant to know Kathy on the email. For some reason, Jim Tromke's name got left off of all emails, so he was not at the meeting because he didn't know about the meeting. They went back to the original meeting saying, where is his name? And his name wasn't even on there, so it's not his fault for not being there. He didn't even know to be there.
Well, that's your guys.
I think it was me, but she forgot to add him to it, right, and I didn't notice it until we got to the meeting, you're like, oh, but if you got waiting for one more person,
Yeah,
yeah.
I could send you down there.
Okay.
We'll put it in later.
Parents.
Did you give her, email? I, that tomorrow.
He was part of the last chain, so I was just gonna go to that one and find his email from the last chain that we did.
I'll
year.
email her 2 in the morning.
Okay. So, we are moving forward, we have a meeting coming up next month, in April, just to finalize the survey. I am working with the ELL teacher at the high school to get all the languages in town, so when they draft the survey in the background, they can, have it, interpreted to different languages for the people who live in town. And then once we have that, we have to schedule a meeting. We're looking at a Saturday in September from 10 to 12. We're thinking about doing it at the library where there's already computers so that people can take the survey right there on the computer at the library in an open forum. So I don't know if you guys have anything that would stop us on a Saturday from doing it, but that's what we were planning on doing. And we don't have a date set yet because they just wanted me to look in. They wanted me to talk to the school and talk to you guys and see if there's any Saturday in mind that you guys had. And I'm pretty wide open September on Saturday. As of now, we don't know the sports schedule yet. So
We'll just stay away from. the
Labor Day weekend,
Yeah. Labor Day and
I know Fest.
Final Fest. That
It's
is.
either the second or the third, yeah, I don't, I think they have a plan, I just don't know what the
Okay.
date is.
Yeah, we'll stay away from that.
I can think about, Chris, I would need to know if you guys will let us utilize the Blackboard system here in the town. To send out an email to everyone letting them, do we have that system? Well, we call it a Blackboard system at the school, I don't know what we call it, but do we have it? Robocall, does that allow us to email with like a code where they can like go in with a link, or is it only a phone?
It's just phones.
Okay, but so we have no way of emailing the community, just posting on the website, which I told them we could do that.
And you would post it on the whose Facebook page.
Okay,
That's well followed.
okay.
But we could put something out over the robocall, just tell people to look at these certain areas too.
Right,
Ourselves, at least also out and then they can go on for
Yeah.
it too.
I don't know if it's the second Saturday. No, just this second Saturday.
okay.
You want to wait?
I don't think so, I'll hear, oh, the end of the day.
No, just go on, I thought we're down to date too.
Second Saturday, September 14th.
Oh, okay. That was our space.
Okay, nice house again.
I know I had talked, well, Lisa had called me and told me that she talked to Chris about hours and coming up with the plan moving forward with the new COA director, but we haven't appointed one yet. So, I do understand waiting before we get her in for training until we have a director, but I just wanted to make sure we have a plan for next week, because she leaves this Friday. So do you have a plan on who's going to be manning the COA? I know Brenda will be there.
It'll be Brenda and Diane for the time being.
Diana,
Aye.
okay?
Right. And I believe that, there were some volunteers who were going to come assist, and just sitting at the desk.
Yeah.
Being answering phone calls and assist in that way.
Okay,
Basically, I want to talk to Brenda.
Yeah.
And see how much help she was looking for volunteers.
okay, okay. And then the two volunteers, I think it was two that were willing to come in, they'll just kind of set up a schedule and see if we can like.
And then actually, and Brenda said she had another woman contacted her if you wanted to come in and do fall work too.
Okay.
As for payroll and bills, Kathy and I can help, doing the payroll sheets well, and bills, I can help with that for the time being until the new person walks in.
Okay.
And I told Brenda if she has anything that she runs into that she can't figure out, that was all, just come on. Her and me, can't figure out how to proceed. So,
Right. Yeah, because the volunteer group that they have that does the rides and stuff like that is pretty well established, so they have set times that they come and they do the rides and everything, so it's not like someone's gonna be without services.
correct.
The COA cookout this spring.
Now, still, you already said that it may take 15 fish to set it for. So,
CO director. Put that off till this week from our last meeting. We can come back to that. So why don't we do, any updates in regards to Road 202 Mass DLT project?
I think we sort of talked about that when it's having Brian and
Sign is here.
the only thing we didn't talk about was up at School Street. We know that, utility company's been out moving poles. I know it's, if you go and drive all over, you see red, white flag or yellow flags, marking everything out. And I believe I saw a piece of equipment from Orion Construction sitting there. at the Parking lot.
Yeah, I sent out
Yeah, so,
Talking about Mark coming down.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they're gonna probably start pulling out the grass here at some point. Because the weather's great.
Did they set up their trailer somewhere?
The trailer, I thought, was set up somewhere up by School Street.
Kevin, do you know?
I haven't seen it. There was talk of it, I know there was talk about the use permission and get one. And then at one point, I know there was some talk about that building behind Dunkin' Donuts, there was some talk about maybe the state leasing that.
Okay.
And making that their headquarters. I haven't heard any more since, I know there was some lease numbers that they were trying to work out and stuff, but I know, I haven't seen any official, trailer yet. To the one point, they were talking two, one in each end, but for,
Yeah.
and, at one point, they're asking Chris for permission to put something somewhere, he said, that's not our property, so it's like.
Any updates on the one-stop road?
As I reported the last time, the only project that qualifies this year was the trying to put in the public water supply. I am gonna be contacting DEP. They do, I believe, have a technical assistance grant. To maybe have them come in and assist us in how to move forward. I'm gonna put an application in, I'm gonna see what they can offer for help.
Nothing updating the senior workout program.
Senior workout program, actually, I need to ask the board something, is usually there's an income level associated with qualifying for the program. Does this board have any income level that you're looking at? Are you looking at poverty level? Are you looking at 100% of poverty level, 150% of poverty level? I don't know what you're looking for to qualify for the program. If you're a veteran, you can automatically qualify, things of that nature. That I don't know what the board wishes to do. As I've been going through and looking at, is trying to put the framework together. I'm trying, that's my biggest stumbling. Is how do you qualify?
So the finance committee believe that money that board.
I know how to do it. What I'm gonna do is, we have what's called a provision for abatements and exemptions. We increase that by whatever amount we want to do, because basically it's an abatement of people's taxes. So we increase that abatement figure by 15, 20, 25,000, whatever the board wants to do. Then we go from there and we use that to abate their taxes, like you do for a normal abatement write-off exemption on the state. To me, that's the easiest mechanism to do it. You're not out there raising money as an appropriation. There's already a mechanism there to abate someone's property taxes. We just use that process for this program.
And the only plans that I saw for the senior workout program didn't have a cap on income. They just said it was a lottery because it's bigger towns, so people have to apply for it.
But
And then I know what you're saying, I just don't know how we would, I guess I would have to do research and find out what's a good cutoff, I guess.
But
What
you
is-
you understand what I'm saying? I don't want
Yeah.
somebody who is on retirement making $80,000 a year on retirement.
Yeah.
Coming in and saying, well, I want to put my name in.
Right,
I want to give it to people
then you did,
who really are struggling to pay
Yeah.
their taxes. To me,
right.
okay? Well, that,
Keep saying your time on.
Feels like it being sitting out.
You figure there.
but you understand where I'm coming from, is that
Yeah,
I don't want to exclude anybody, but yet I feel the money should go to people who are struggling,
right,
okay? Yeah, $80,000 return, and you can say you're struggling, but, someone who's only on social security or things like that nature. I think that they are the ones I want to key in on.
And that's a good conversation to have too, but I think that we're looking at, it's more, we want to make sure that we. Yeah, impact people that are in need, or if it comes down to.
You know, and that's what, when I keep looking at this, I'm saying, that's who I really want to gear this to. Okay, yeah, it's nice, they don't apply, you open it up for anybody, but that should be one of the criteria that we
It could
go to look at these and say, yeah, these people need it more than the people with a higher income.
But I would agree, it's definitely something to look into, and discuss. It's gotta come up with the numbers that will work.
I think it's a good suggestion with the bathrooms too. Where you put it right over here.
Well, but here's my thing, though, same thing could come up where you may have a veteran that, you know, has a. Right, right, so I mean, you want to put, I think, a dollar figure, that's, you're trying to impact people that are in need.
So now, reading the program, that's the way I feel it.
Yeah.
You know, if the board wants to go a different route, we can. It's just that I'm trying to hit the people who I feel need it the most.
No, I definitely think the low income should definitely be a priority, but how to word that.
Yeah. Where'd you come up with the figure 180% over poverty?
When we did the abatement program for the ambulance fund program,
Okay,
I think the key to come up with the annual income to qualify for abatement of your bill, I think was 150% of poverty. So if you have, and it has, if you have 1, 2, 3, it goes up like the 6 members, and then anything over 6 is a certain dollar amount per member to come to the income limits to qualify for the.
And we can do one of tiers, 3 tiers, so.
It's, like I said, I want to have it all laid out so that we know what we're doing. Okay? It's just some of the things that, you know, I've been sitting, I've been reading them. Yeah, nobody really puts, they just throw the name in a hat.
Yeah,
So this.
it's a lottery, and,
Yeah.
I think in one community it was veterans that took precedence, and, which is great, but like Glenn was just saying, what if they're, they're well off, what?
Yeah.
you
They're
know,
entitled to the
something
check.
else.
You know,
Right.
it's good money. You know?
So moving forward, Chris, what do you need from us? Do you want us to look at some different tiers or try and find examples?
Give me some guidance. Just give me some guidance what you're looking.
Well, why don't we sit down and have a meeting just about that? But I know that this workout program.
been going on.
Been going on, and I think we need to really, come to some closure on it and start doing it, so. Maybe we can set up a meeting, that's gonna be discussed. Maybe be rather than a quick meeting, but, outside our normal meetings, we can set some time aside to actually discuss that. Maybe invite some of the seniors in too, to get some feedback from the seniors as to how they feel about it. And for, this is the people that's gonna impact. So let's get some of their feelings and thoughts on what they think.
Or I also want to look and see if maybe there's a way of maybe helping disabled people, younger disabled seniors. You know what I'm saying? People who are on Medicaid, Medicare, type of things. Try to assist them if it's possible.
Or we just look at it, we're trying to help out everybody. And a lower income rate. That's.
So I think that's where I came up with an income. Do we want to do towers? Do we want to do?
Well, that's what I mean, it's just not seniors or this group, that group, it's all. And I think it's fair to say it's all, maybe look at all town members, or town residents, because everybody pays into their taxes.
Yes.
Part of that, so maybe that's like, those are probably some discussions that we should have. And, you can set a date, have, open up for discussion, people come in, tell us what they think of their thoughts. Should see how, impact people.
And that basically that's what I'm trying, as I'm going through and I'm reading these, and I'm saying,
So there's other people that are struggling too, that they could benefit from it as well.
yes. Yes.
We want to set a meeting. For that.
Just saying September.
No, my calendar said September from.
That's close, that's.
We're at meetings in April or April 1st and the 16th, is that correct?
No, we went to the 22nd.
22nd, following week.
Yeah, Patriots Day is.
Yeah. Do you want to do the 16th? It's a Tuesday, everybody,
Well, that's school vacation,
Go to the
because
show, let's come there.
is anybody gonna be gone for that school vacation?
Tuesday, my daughter's dance lesson, so 2 days.
No.
I'll be around the rest of the week.
No, a lot of people will go away
Yeah, I
on
think-
this
I
school
think,
vacation.
Rick said he doesn't know what he's gonna do yet.
No, I might. I wouldn't go by now. Okay. You want to stick with on Monday and do it on 8th or something like that, and just want to kind of look at the.
We'll do it late.
They wait. And they wait, but if, 5:30, and it's, get some notice out there. And we can talk about this again in our April 1st meeting as well. So, yeah, I think wait now. What else we have? Update on green communities.
I think we put that on hold right now because, we were waiting for, or really on hold for everything, right, Chris, with West Street School visiting. Gotta wait until the number is given from DEP to remove visiting. EPA.
Yep.
So. we're
I
on
think
hold.
DEP, we probably have the number by now, but we're dealing with the feds still, so.
So, I think the West Street Building Committee was gonna wait to see what's available through there until we know more of what our timeframe is. But I did read in the report that they were looking, we had someone in there for the Mass Save. Okay, different, savings for Eastlands, right? Or no, HVAC this time. Was it HVAC?
We were looking at lighting. We haven't looked at lighting and heating. Lighting, to convert all the lighting to LED, total cost of Ben is gonna be about $102,000. To change all the lights in there to LEDs.
And that's with updating electricity too, like the panels and stuff, or just to change the, like light bulbs and stuff.
That is basically just the lighting fixtures.
Yes, okay.
So, and according to him, I think he said 102,000, and then I believe there was a savings, maybe, no, it was 182,000, savings of about 80,000 to give us a net cost of 102,000. There's like $80,000 in incentives.
I was getting a high price.
Yes,
It work.
yes,
And it's work, it's gonna pay out.
yes.
Just to save money.
And just as we're talking about West Street School, the bids for the OPM are due on Wednesday at 1 p.m. So hopefully we'll have that and we'll start moving forward.
I was just gonna ask.
Anything come back yet at all?
No, not yet. I figured they'll probably come in either tomorrow or Wednesday.
I'm not sure the evaluation. I got the copies from Crystal.
Yeah, Kathy Marshall and those together, what we wanted, so, and he said, we're gonna do a 6-month period, right?
Yes.
So January to June was, or were we going back? No, we were going back from June to January for the first one,
Right.
and then moving forward January to this June. So we just have to do it, so we have to set a deadline for us to fill it out.
And wanted to. Right, so we should probably just fill it out. And
Then we give it to Kathy, to you, right? Then you meet with Chris, over a meeting afterwards.
So when I look at the evaluation, can I talk about is if, two members think one thing, and the other member thinks something else. And it doesn't reach out to town council just to see regards to the evaluation that it's contradicting the evaluation. And this may or may not happen, but I like to know that we want the guidance beforehand. It's just, usually with evaluations done, you get input from other board or other just whether it's supervisors, board members, you get input from them. And it enters into the evaluation and examples, but it really shouldn't contradict. Someone says, in this area, person did a good job. Two people shouldn't say that this person did a good job. And then the other person says, well, satisfactory, it's needs improvement or something like that. And I think that's, I think,
Well, you might run into that just because there's three different.
I get it, but when you talk about an employee evaluation of things that, I just want to say, I want to reach out to town council, to get a little guidance on it, because it's an evaluation for employees, so it needs to. Yeah, I'll be mad if he says it's about parts of this kind of great, then it keeps up with that. And if Brian says that's fine, go right ahead and do it that way, great. So that's why let me look into it, there might be some concerns. That's why I want to make sure that we're looking at too. That we're not opening up ourselves to liability.
But then in the meantime, we should do our homework and fill it out.
Yep.
And then,
So,
and
can
then,
I ask you, I know, Chris, you said you get yours done once a week, right?
Yeah.
Your appointment, do they rate you on a number system? What the is?
proficient, well, there's exemplary, there's proficient, and there's need improvement, at least.
Just three things.
So needs improvement, you're on a probationary period for a year. Where they oversee everything you do. Proficient means you're good, you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Exemplary, nobody gets, doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Nobody reaches that scale. You might reach
You're
it
right. I
certain
know mine
things.
was like on a number system.
I've seen them done on a number system. Yeah. And I've seen other parts done where it's unsatisfactory, needs improvement, satisfactory, superior. Yeah. Well, those things that have, okay, different things, so. Okay. And then next is the COA director. Gave it for last meeting. I know myself, I wanted to go back and review, some of my notes as well as interview with Natalie. I'm gonna get to put that fresh in my mind. That we interviewed, Mel Keenan for, so that one, that's fresh in my mind. So it's going to be, I want to feel confident that it wasn't thinking different now. Yeah. Everybody ready to move forward on that this time. Maybe need more additional time, or we feel enough time to move forward this thing.
And then. Okay.
All right, you have any motions on the table?
I make a motion to appoint Zoe as our COA director, and yeah, let's start out with that. So I'm sure we'll. Sorry, I'll give you the last name, read.
So there's second.
No.
I would.
My feeling clear.
And I was thinking there's no second, and I can't move forward. Like a motion for that.
Action. Action.
Just run my paragraph. Is there a second? No. I will second, that. So any further discussion this time? And I know I didn't speak much at the last meeting, you know, person spoke, regularly spoke. I went back and, you know, looked at it. I like the connections that Natalie has to the town. There's some that's been here for a good period of time, but it really, that's what struck me as something that was that I like, that person can interact well with seniors. So I feel comfortable and give her the opportunity. See if she's still interested in the position. And kind of look it up to before. That's kind of how I looked at it. I know, maybe I always look at the back of my head, thinking about it. We always look at setting out different types of parameters of what we want the person to make sure that person doing those things before. Again, to make sure that we have the right person that position. I'm looking for someone maybe right to do the job, but also interact well with our senior population. Can understand the needs and wants thing. So I just got that more from that and a different Zoe. Doesn't think anything with Zoe, that Zoe had a great interview. I still that what I think is best for the seniors.
We did do pros and cons of both. I think both of them would be an asset to the town in their own ways. I was just thinking of it as more Zoe kind of embracing change. We were doing a lot of change as we move forward. More flexible. She's definitely great with technology, but Natalie also is skilled, experienced. She brings a lot of wisdom with her, so it's really hard decision. But I think, and that's the hard thing is you don't know who's going to be the best. You can only choose who you think is going to be the best.
That's all we do. We won't know. Time will tell. And we're looking. With that said, all in favor of Natalie?
Action.
Yes. During the negotiations as the next COA director.
Promotion or second.
No, he's saying all in favor.
Oh, all in
Not the
favor,
second.
sorry.
You made the motion, I just second the motion. So that's just the piece that, that's what I was describing. And walking through that, to the center and the contract and what the, so, aye. Anybody opposed?
Oh.
Alright, so. It was 2-1. Yeah. Negotiations with, now for the commission. Is she still interested? Chris, you'll reach out to her? Couple of things for our next meeting. There's on for executive session.
Hmm?
We have executive session. Yeah, well,
Police chief's contract.
all right. All right, so before I get to that, I know, I reached the email, it's an email from, Kathy Regan in regards to
The voting.
the voting, with the house and stuff like that, so,
Yeah, that was gonna be a problem. There's phone call.
yeah, that. I mean, I don't, we can bring it up at our next meeting, so, but we'll discuss it, so maybe bring up the letter at the next meeting. And she also mentioned too that, there's open positions, elected positions that still have, they're open that don't have anybody running for it. So, now that's changed in the past week, but it's,
Or there's only one unit, so there's no posting too.
so if people are interested in it, I would ask, reach out to Don Clerk, Kathy Meegan, have the discussion. In school committee, the select board.
Select board has a can. Select board has at least one can.
But I'm saying, you know, but she's just saying that, you know, there's some of, I'm just giving out some of the boards and stuff that are, that people are interested in being part of, so. So,
Well, replanning, library commissioners, treasurer, collector, assessor.
so if anybody's interested in that, it's probably, you should reach out to the Kathy, timeframes, well,
When is the deadline?
No, interest.
I thought it was end of March.
I think in March, it's in March, yeah. So just still forward that. People like, you may not know, if there's, if people sometimes think of elections, they think of November, they don't think of date. So people are interested in taking part,
March.
just don't think.
Must take out papers, no later than March 28th to be placed on the ballot.
When they have to be in though.
That's be probably certified by then, right?
Yeah, they have to be certified by April 1st.
Well, there we go. We have anything else to offer up for next week?
Can we just be clear about the TA evaluation? Are we doing that for the April 1st, or you want us to do it for the following April?
All we do is put fall, April.
Okay.
Not the April 8th one?
No, it's,
Okay.
it's so many times. But, yeah.
So I think that was the April, 22nd. Chris, do we have, that special fund council coming to advise us?
I've been trying to set up a couple of dates with them, and it's been just playing email to them. I did set up sending them all the data that we've got. Let them read through it before, so.
Okay, so we might be meeting to that night right beforehand, or,
Actually, I'm trying to see if we can maybe do something next week,
okay,
you know, that way you have some time to get together with them. Because there's gonna be a lot of data sent. I sent all that stuff that was turned in the last year.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Well, anything else? We're gonna move into executive session 38-21-2 for contract negotiations. Please. Roll call vote. Now, we're gonna schedule a meeting. Just adjourn. Roll call vote, Sexton, aye?
Foley, right?
You favor?
Thank you.